Now, another dimension that I have not presented very often yet, but I am starting to introduce, are those 3 layers here. Strategic narrative is first, yes, it's a there's a lot of communication. There is a lot of messaging involved. Why do I say this? It's because a strategy is a set of hypotheses. Yeah, we're making assumptions that, yes, we've got this idea and our company wants to do this. We've got a certain perspective. This is how we're going to build our team. We're going to go to market that way. All of that is great, but very theoretical until we test it out. But still, we have to express it. We have to document it. And what I mean by this is that at the center of the model, the first step is to do this through a series of messaging exercises. I call these exercises still building a set of stories. I'll go over them in just a moment. But at the center is very much an expression kind of exercise. The next layer is, okay, that's great. How do we turn this into practice? How do we actually practice our narrative? So practices are very still theoretical, but what is a practice in the customer space? Can you think of a practice of something you do in the customer dimension? Like put it in the chat or unmute if you want to tell me what is something that you do in your business for your customer on a daily basis. What do you do? Think about the service you deliver, or think about whatever activity you do in relationship to your customers. Do you have any thoughts?
I can share. Since I'm a coach and I use my podcast to deliver and share my message, I guess what I deliver to people are reframes, experiences, like different ways of looking at.
Yes.
Ways of shifting their perspectives. And I do it through the coaching, through the conversation, but just really juxtaposing 2 different ways of looking at things, saying like, you see things this way, but here's another way to look at it. And I might use a story, an analogy, but it's about transforming their thinking in some sort of way.
Okay. So your practice is to transform your client's thinking.
Yeah.
Through an exercise or a tool that you call reframe.
Yes. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, very simple. I see, I get it very clearly. It's very simple. I see how you practice your narrative, right? That's awesome. That's a perfect example here. Some other companies do practice their narrative through product, through services, through offers. It can be a program, whatever the case might be. And today, I think that with technology and new business models, we can be really, really creative. So that's a great example. So there are really those 3 stages in the way you can use this model. First, it's a definitional exercise, or definition exercise are the set of hypotheses that we're going to do through messaging. Second is, how do we now take this to action? And then let me talk about the third layer, which is now, how do we turn these into habits? Remember the Volvo example. When you get to your car, you don't even think anymore about, hopefully, about putting your seatbelt. It's a habit, right? It's a norm. It's something that you do. See, it's not a story that someone tells you anymore. It's something that other people start doing, right? In the case of FocusMate, the other example I shared, I just naturally now need to plan my week around those sessions with somebody to help me focus. When Kelly goes to Whole Foods, she has built certain habits around how she goes into the store, where the products are. The staff has also built habits around how customer service is going to happen, right? And these have been initially documented, put into practice, and then they became just natural second nature for the company. So think about it as a flower. You can hopefully you can see this kind of radiation kind of thing going, and that's really what it is about.